welcome to my channel and welcome to, quite rightly named, The Drip.
It's been a little while since I've had the chance to go for a hike, a chance to stretch my legs and get back to nature. So when the opportunity came up, I took it. It's easy to underestimate how important that is. We only get so many opportunities in life and only so many chances to try for them. So when you see them coming, it's important to take your chance. Today we're visiting The Drip, a meandering hiking trail north of Mudgee, which follows the GOULBURN River as it snakes its way through the vast canyon, again proving just how much can be achieved when given the opportunity to try, even if the results aren't immediately obvious. I recently reached the milestone of 6 months on my channel, and it may not seem like much, but it means a lot to me. Looking back over everything I've done and everything I've learned, not only about YouTube but about myself, I look forward to continuing to grow both as a person and as an advocate, more than just a channel. Being here has helped me find my voice. And whether you're here for the hiking, the baking, or more, I also look forward to continuing this journey with you. Life is full of surprises and likes to catch you on your toes. I've recently slowed down on here because I've been doing some social media management elsewhere for a family business. And while taking a break, I've also come to notice that the baking side of my channel is starting to take over more than it needs to. I don't intend to stop, but I don't want it to lead me in the wrong direction. And although I will still continue to take you on baking adventures, it's not the full story. It's only one step in my journey, and it's only one small part of the much, much bigger picture. And we're only just getting started. Very soon, a new step in my journey will begin. One I didn't necessarily choose, but that I'm not really turning away from either. It might be a gamble, and who knows where this new path might lead. But like starting my channel, the hardest step is the first, and what follows could be pure magic. Consider it a leap of faith, but you never know unless you take the chance. And for me and my small family, this wouldn't be the first time we've upended our lives. It was almost 10 years ago that we left the Central Coast to live off-grid in the Hunter Valley. A lifestyle change that came with many obstacles and a steep learning curve. But despite the odds, we made that work. And in a way, it made us closer as a family. But it seems that the winds of change have come again, and it's time to move on. And to look a little further down the path at what else might be on the horizon. A new lifestyle change, filled with adventure and opportunity, and all of the challenges that come along with it. I don't expect it to be easy, but most of the things worth having in life aren't easy. They're hard for a reason, and that's what makes them worth fighting for. If everything in life was easy, nothing would have any value. What we see when we look back on our lives is how we know that we made a difference. And what we see when we look forwards all comes down to perspective. If you only ever think of the negative, that's all you'll ever see. But if you think of each new step as a possibility, you'll be able to experience each new day with wonder and see it for the blessing that it is. There's a reason they say life is a journey. It's not just a start and an end. It's all the glorious things you see and find and do and learn along the way. And you may not know when it's about to end, but you can always see it as a chance for a new beginning. So what's my new beginning? You can have as many as 1,000 new beginnings in one lifetime, and it's never too late to start. While I use YouTube to find myself, my husband wishes to find himself at sea. So sea we shall go. For some time now, we've owned a little sailboat for the purpose of going on little sailing trips. And while you'd be right in thinking that should be enough for any one person, it has sparked a need for further adventure. And in the same way that he supports me here with my journey, I will soon be joining him on his. Life is short, so it's important to make the most of it. Especially these days, when life is more about money than it is about living. This is an opportunity that might not come around again. At least, not while we're young enough to take advantage of it. Who knows what we might miss if we don't go? And perhaps our previous lifestyle change set the foundations for this one, paving the way for a new world of experiences and discoveries that we might not have had the chance to find if we hadn't already slowed down along the way. In the end, however good or however bad, all paths lead you to where you belong. And even if it looks like my opportunities might be coming to an end, that couldn't be more wrong. One thing that I've learned from my husband over the years is about self-manifestation. If you believe that something is going to fail, it'll fail. But if you focus on the potential, you're far more likely to find the positive outcome, the motivation to keep going. I plan to be here on YouTube for a long time, building a community of support for all of us. One thing I've started to do elsewhere, which I plan to bring here, is a daily check-in for mental health. Not just for me, but for you as well. I've been living with PTSD and CPTSD for a long time, and when I first got diagnosed, there was no one that I could talk to or get advice from who knew what it was actually like to live with it. Eventually, I found Ems from Teen Therapy, who knows what it's like on both sides of the table. The path to recovery isn't easy, but it doesn't have to be hard. I'm going to continue to step out of my comfort zone and bring you along with me. If you're enjoying the video so far, give me a like so that more people get the opportunity to see it as well. Far too often, we micro-focus, only noticing the things directly in front of us. We forget about the possibilities that might be waiting just around the corner. While you might have some people questioning your choices, you'll also find out just how vast your support network is. And the life that you had only dreamt of might start to unfold before your eyes. If you're interested, I'm putting together a channel which is only for our sailing content. While here, I'll continue to share a combination of recipes and baking tips, along with more of these hikes and some daily check-ins. The reason they call this place the Drip is for the water seeping through the cliff face. It's created rock pools and a mini oasis. A place well worth the hike that you might not have noticed if you were just driving past. A good example of a rewarding opportunity, and I'm glad that we could share it with you. In a way, this is where things got interesting and went a little bit off script. Just as we're getting ready to turn back.
Well, it's raining.
In life, it doesn't matter how much you do or don't plan for. What matters is how you handle the unexpected things. It didn't take long for the pathways to begin to flood. And as we walked back to the car, we got completely soaked. But even when things don't quite go to plan, there's always a silver lining. You just need the perspective to appreciate it.